Lovisa Namtebi is a trader dealing in maize at Kame Valley Market in Mukono Municipality. Namtebi says that the ever-changing cost of maize has made the market extremely volatile.
Now, partially recently, it had fallen, the prices had fallen. But then after like a week, it has now increased by 5,000.
At the same time, the lack of purchasing power among her customers has reduced the revenue that she was previously earning.
Most of the customers we get these days, they are taking in small quantities. For example, we find that a customer who used to take 50 kilograms of rice is now taking 25. However, you even find that you get other customers that are taking 3, 2.
To make matters worse, Namtebi says that she has accrued loans after some of the businesses that she was supplying, like schools, failed to pay her in time.
We find that most of the schools have gone without money because of the situation, and when you try to talk to them, they tell you you get it next term. And however, we are not so certain about next term how the prices will be.
Namtebi anticipates that she could go out of business if the situation does not change. Her concerns are effectively captured in the Stanbic Bank of Uganda Purchasing Manager Index for the month of July. The sectors covered by the index include agriculture, mining, manufacturing, construction, wholesale, retail and services, with the findings revealing that there was a direction of change compared to the previous month. Readings above 50.0 signal an improvement in business conditions of the previous month, while readings below 50.0 show a deterioration. Right now, Uganda is at 48.2. According to Joseph Walgembe, the executive director of the Federation of Small and Medium Enterprises in Uganda, the results of this index are indeed worrying.
It's also reporting that the delivery lead times are increasing, so people take longer to supply things. That would be because they don't have money. And generally, it paints a picture that there's limited money in the economy.
But Walgembe points out that what is happening in Uganda's economy is also a reflection of what's happening in the global market.
If you look at the UK, for instance, the inflation is over 9%. For the first time in over 30 years. If you look at the US, the kind of inflation they have is the highest since it was in the early 80s when they were dealing with a similar situation. So what I can say is that if you look at that context, Uganda is not doing as badly as you might assume, because you are looking at inflation of about 6%.
Asked about the situation that Namtebi is going through, Walgembe advises that government should address this with measures to cushion the country's businesses.
That's a good thing, and that they should continue. Obviously, there will be noises because some people are used to spending free money from government, but I think government should be resolute in this regard. 2, government should also continue tightening its monetary policy, but it should also keep an eye. Shouldn't tighten too much, because if you tighten too much, then you can push the economy over the edge into recession yourself. We are saying government can offer some form of cosmetic tax relief, and I'm using that cosmetic because we appreciate that government does not have the money to offer a prolonged subsidy. But government should come up with particular measures, for instance for fuel and others, that show that it cares.
But most critically, Walgembe advises business owners like Namtebi to cushion themselves by instituting measures to protect their own businesses.
So my advice to you is tighten your belts. If it means you have to lay off some staff in order to keep the business a going concern, you do it. And at a certain point you realize that it's too tight, you can close down the business momentarily and then reappear when things have stabilized.
With all business entities at a stage where they are assessing their next move and how the market will respond, others are looking to see if the state will finally provide interventions that make a change for the better. Joyce Nakato, NTV Weekend Edition.